Hi, my name's Chris Bradshaw from Hexagon. In this video, we'll take a look at the integration between CADWorx structure and GT-strudel. We'll see how to generate a GT-strudel model directly from within CADWorx structure, including all of the relevant member and material properties. We'll also pay attention to the important differences between the analytical and the physical model. And then finally, we'll make some changes inside GT-strudel and see how to import those back into CADWorx for a true bidirectional interface. My colleague Ravi will take us through this process.
Hi, in this presentation we're going to take a look at GT-strudel and CADWorx integration. So this is a CADWorx structure model which is supporting two pipes, and we want to analyze this T-post that's shown here. Very simple support inside GT-strudel. To export this model to GT-strudel, you need to first click on Export button in CADWorx structure. As a result, you'll see a GT-strudel option in the command mode. Let's click on GT-strudel, and as a result, it'll ask you for members that you need to export out. So we're just going to draw a rectangle around this T support, right click, and it'll ask us to save this as a GTI file. I'm going to store it as tpost.gti and save this file and replace it. Now let's start GT-strudel. So for that, I'm going to launch GT-strudel through this icon. Now once GT-strudel has been loaded, all you need to do is click on GT menu, and that'll take you to the front end of GT-strudel, or the graphical user interface of GT-strudel, which is GT menu. Here inside GT menu, we can click on File, Read Input File, and let's go to the location where that file is located. So it's on my desktop under CWS, and there is this tpost.gti file. I'm going to click on Open and Done, and there's your T-post. Now if you press I on your keyboard, you should be able to see an isometric view, or you can press this isometric view option in the views window on the right hand side. Okay, so two ways. So you can just click in the graphics and press I, and you should be able to do that. So now you can also select members in the graphics like this. So I've selected 3 members in the graphics. You can see, click on redraw solid, and you see that we have not only created the wireframe model of this T-post, but we've also created assigned properties and assigned eccentricities to these members. Another thing to note about this model is, like you see, there are 2 beams that represent the top of this T-post. Okay, the beam of this T-post consists of 2 analysis pieces, but on site that is actually 1 member, right? So if we go into CADWorx structure, you see this is like 1 piece, right? Now here, if we go to physical option and then click on that beam, it's actually 1 piece. Okay, so this is actually showing your physical representation of that beam. If you go to analysis, analytical members, you see 2 pieces, right? Now let's just to go to edit and member data. Okay, here we can just click on section properties. We'll just modify the section properties from W21/44 to something else. Okay, so I'm just going to add new, and if we go to AISC 15th edition code, WAISC 15th catalog, you can just scroll down, and let's say we want to select a 12/26. Okay, and we click on store, click on done, and then we click on W12/26 and OK. So now we have successfully changed the size of all the 3 members that you see here, but actually 2 members physical, and we want to take these changes to CADWorx structure now. Okay, so for that we need to exit GT menu. Okay, so click on exit GT menu, save these changes, and then you can click on File, Export, CIS/2. Okay, and you can save this file in the same directory, let's say, where we had stored the GTI file. We'll just say Z up, uncheck this box, all members as physical members, click on OK, and click on yes. Okay, so once that's done, then you can come back to CADWorx structure, and inside CADWorx structure, click on import, select import file, then you click on gtstrudel.stp file that was just created, and then click on open, import without defaults. Okay, and here you should see the changes listed. Okay, so let's sort by property, and you see there are all these changes, okay, of new members that were added. Okay, so we can just click on all of them, and we're just going to reject all those changes. Then we select the ones that have changed. Okay, there's 2 members that have been changed. Okay, we can just change that to W12 by 26 from W12 21 by 44. Hit accept and import, and when you see import, you see now the size of that member has changed. Okay, so you can see in this output that is no longer yeah, I mean, it was 21 by 44, but now you can, if you double click on it, you'll see that it's now 12 by 26. Okay, and same applies to this member. This was W21 by 44, now it's 12 by 26.
Right, well, thank you, Ravi. Now, I hope you found that video useful, but remember, if you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at Hexagon. Thank you for watching.